This is a HeadGum podcast.
You're listening to the Morning After podcast.
What up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Morning After.
Bow, 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 bow.
Guns, sound effect, John Morant, pew, pew, guns, explosions,
John
cannons.
I'm Lamorne, obviously. And to my right, Hawaiian Doubt.
Hello
This
there.
is Shark Week. It's Kyle the Legend Chevron.
You know what? It's been a minute since I wore the shark shirt,
Mhm.
so I thought I'd bring it back today.
Looks good,
I
man.
like the shark shirt, man. It actually comes with matching shorts.
What?
Yeah.
What, you out here trying to fuck? Dog, you got the matching shark shirt?
I mean, you catch me by the beach, in a matching shark piece.
By the beach? Like on the sidewalk at like, are you at the beach? You're either at it or you're like...
I'm the vendor who's just selling mangoes.
Mangoes
by
with
the beach.
tahini on it.
I think more guys need to start rocking a shark shirt.
You know, I don't think so.
But-
I think we could do without guys rocking the shark shirts because it's bad enough that guys have a reputation of being predators. What you don't want to do is wear a shirt that says, "You right."
That went in a totally different direction that I was not thinking of
Sharks
taking
are
it in.
predators.
The
oldest predator on earth.
Sharks.
Sharks are the oldest. You know, I heard a rumor that sharks are the oldest creatures on earth, that they're older than the dinosaurs.
I know they did find one shark recently that was like crazy old.
That shark that you found was probably older than dinosaurs.
Oh, I mean, that would be crazy because
That's
we're
wild.
talking millions of years ago.
That's what I mean. What's making you die? But pollutants.
Alligators also, those are crazy dinosaurs too.
Yeah. Alligators look like dinosaurs.
Dude,
Look what's up with all them, like the scales and the ridges, and that's crazy. They look like
do you
dinosaurs.
know when bodies of water that they're in freeze,
Mm-hmm.
they basically just keep their nose holes above water and then they freeze with the water underneath and they stay like that until the springtime or whatever and the water thaws out.
Really?
And then they're like active again. It's so weird, dude. It's wild.
So I got some questions then. Because what's the purpose of alligators? I'm not talking about committing violence on alligators.
Yeah.
But if we were to go exterminate alligators, that'd be the easiest way to do it. You wait till the water freezes, look at all the snouts, and just start popping them.
Pop, 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 pop.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, they must serve some sort of purpose in the ecosystem. I don't know.
If you're really thinking about it, what purpose do we serve?
I saw another crazy video
Mhm.
of an orca whale
Uh-oh.
baiting birds. He threw one of the little fishes that he got fed.
Mm-hmm.
He put it on the edge so that nearby birds would come in, grab it, and then he grabbed the bird.
What?
Yeah, dude, orca whales are... I've talked about orca whales so much on the channel.
Yeah.
They're crazy.
We're at the mercy of orca whales. People who are aquatic, people who like to go on boats and shit all the time, you know you're at the mercy of these things.
Oh, yeah.
These things are smart enough to know I could tip you over if I wanted to, but I'm not gonna. But guess what? I might. I've done it.
If orca whales had legs, we'd be in trouble. If they could come up on land,
Oh, yeah.
we're screwed, dude.
Yeah. But
I
they'd be
hope
really
that don't
slow.
happen.
Though. If they had legs, they'd be slow.
They would be slow.
You could-
Also, I think we'd be good because they know how much I respect them. So I'll put in a good word for you.
Thank you. I feel like orca whales have good memories.
Dude,
I feel
yeah,
like-
they do.
I feel like if you've ever been to SeaWorld, orca whales will remember you.
Yeah,
And if they-
unfortunately I went, but
Yeah, they're gonna remember you.
I apologize for that.
Like crows, they say crows have good memories. Like a crow will
I don't
remember
fuck
you.
with them.
Well, there you go. I'm good with the crows.
If you're in with the crows, I'm in with the orca
Shout
whales.
out
We're
Brandon
good.
Lee. Shout out
dude.
Brandon Lee.
Shout out Brandon Lee.
Bill Skarsgård. I got crows in the back here that hang out. They like bring me treats. They share messages with me. I send messages that way. Because I'm on some
That's
high level government shit, right?
I do know that.
And
Yeah.
I don't want to send through WhatsApp or Signal because you know what happens when you send through Signal. You accidentally get reporters in on the chat, and before you know it, you're sending out government secrets. So here's what I do: I got my messenger crows in the back, Take a little piece of paper.
Little message, little scroll.
Morse code. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Put it in Braille, so the person receiving it is blind.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And deaf
Who
and mute.
Who's your contact
You don't want to know.
at the CIA? That's
can't tell you.
blind
I
and
can't tell you.
deaf and okay. Yeah,
I
fair enough.
I roll that thing up, stick it in the crow's mouth.
Yeah.
I send him the message telepathically because crows are telepathic. He goes, delivers that message to my blind, deaf, and mute insider.
Contact? Yeah.
Contact.
Contact it is.
My
Yeah,
contact.
yeah.
And then that's how we start world wars.
Or prevent them.
I mean, you know,
You're starting them,
I'm
dude.
just saying.
Jeez, bro, chill.
Listen,
Chill.
it's a natural part of evolution. We got to destroy to build.
Oh man.
No, yeah, I like to prevent wars.
Yeah.
I've probably prevented 7 wars.
That's good. That's
7
pretty good.
wars this year.
You're basically like, yeah, you're up there in the history books.
No, but nobody. I
You don't want the credit.
Well, I can't have the credit. It's some undercover shit, and I don't want people like asking me to help in my war, helping my war. I'm like, no.
I see. So you're not even really. The acting's a front.
Yeah, it's been a front for a while.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Maybe cut that part out, dude. I've noticed you've been golfing more.
Come on, bro. You already know what time it is.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know what time it is.
Lamorne Woods.
Yeah, I'm a PXG sponsored athlete.
Yo, shout out PXG. That's crazy. I always knew that we would be sponsored athletes.
Mhm.
I just didn't know what sport it was going to be in.
That's right. It's either a golf or a blood sport. It's one of the two.
Literally, like, read my mind.
Yeah.
But the fact that it's golf is crazy. Like, I'm
Yeah.
ready to get so good.
Yeah. I'm going to put it out there. I'm not very good. I'm not very good right now.
Humble of you.
But they see the potential. You know what I'm saying? They know what I can become.
Yes.
Because I put in the work, the dedication. You know what I'm saying? And in my backyard, I put a putting green there.
You
I'm
did?
serious
Yeah.
about my short game.
Short stroke, crazy.
Women know me for the short stroke. What?
Larry Short Stroke Morris.
If you are a follower of our podcast,
Yes.
give us tips. Send us links to different things. We're beginners. Listen, we're in California. We're in Los Angeles. We're in Austin. We're in Chicago. We're in Jersey, and we're in Miami. So if you are in those locations and you know of great courses, you know of great places that we can learn and get better,
Yeah.
share it with us.
And if there's some tournaments or something, I want to join, dude. I've been seeing all these like celebrity tournaments. Not that I'm a celebrity, but I want to like
Well, you
do
are.
some of these golf outings that I see where they invite people to them and everyone has fun and now that we got the new clubs, shout out PXG again, which I can't wait to hit. I want to go. Like Justin Timberlake and Santino, dude, invite us golfing one time, bro.
Kyle, here's my takeaway from that, what you just said, is that you don't have confidence in yourself.
I have great.
You don't believe yourself. You don't believe in yourself. You just said, not that I'm a celebrity. Kyle, you're a celebrity.
Oh no,
These people out here, they message for you all the time. They want to know what Kyle's doing.
in the shark shirt, sure, maybe.
That all the time. They want to know who gives you your lineups.
Shout out Drew. I just go down the street.
You
Shout
go
out
to Drew down the street?
Drew down the
Oh
street.
man.
Yeah, shout out Drew.
Drew with the lineup. Did Drew
Shout out
shave your
Drew.
chest too?
No, that I did myself.
Oh, you did?
It was getting too crazy. I don't really do it, but I hadn't done it in a minute and I saw, I was like, whoa, that
Yeah, I
gotta
don't-
go.
Yeah, I shave my chest when it's time to take shirtless photos.
How often are you taking shirtless photos?
Whenever I do my workout transformation, men's
That's true.
health and stuff like that.
That's true.
Yeah, I gotta shave them titties, bro. You can't have a hairy areola.
No, like if everything's clean, then you just got like 3 dirty little hairs coming out of those
Yeah.
nips.
Well, I wouldn't call them dirty. They're clean, but they still look dirty.
But they look dirty. Like on camera, they look dirty.
Yeah.
Like a scraggly hair, just like,
Look like Mickey Rourke's mustache in Expendables.
dude, that thing was disgusting.
What is up with that
What
mustache?
is up? It was like half a mustache.
Yeah, it was weird. It started here and it was like here. I was like, what the fuck?
And he
is
was
this?
drooling like the whole scene. I'm like, what is
Yeah.
going on?
You said you saw him at the gym once.
Dude, I saw Mickey Rourke at the gym at the Equinox here in LA.
Mm-hmm.
That guy was wearing,
Cocked out.
basically, bro, that dude was wearing lime green tight spandex, like tight.
Let's go.
2 sizes too small. He was wearing a lime green tight, again, 2 sizes too small, spandex t-shirt.
Oof.
He was wearing a lime green bandana.
Yeah, I show these because what's happening is nowadays that these young cats don't understand. Back in the 80s, early 90s, you used to go to Muscle Beach with the one piece on. You used to have a Van Damme
Oh, the singlet?
The singlet.
Yeah. The
With
kick,
It looked like biking shorts, but
the
there was all one.
kickboxer singlet.
Yeah, the kickboxer singlet with that,
Yeah.
with the tank top, the match. Pff, come on, man.
You're an 80s baby. You're an 80s.
Born in 83.
But okay, if someone was born in 89, do you consider them an 80s baby?
It's like 80s and like, it's not just when you were born, it's also what you were experiencing. Like,
That's what I'm saying. So he
I
was
was-
90s.
yeah, I experienced the 80s.
Yeah.
And you were 90s.
I did it.
baby.
I did it. I was born in 90, yeah. But my good buddy was born in 89. He'd always go, I'm an 80s baby. And I was like, no, you're not.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Like you watched Doug Funny, just like me, dude. You didn't grow up in the 80s.
Yeah, because I don't even know what that is.
You don't know what Doug Funny is?
No, you didn't know who Sonny Spoons was.
Yeah, but I wasn't alive then.
So?
You were alive during Doug Funny.
But at that time, in 19, you know what I was doing when I was
Cousin
7?
Skeeter?
You know what
Roger Klutz?
You know what I was doing when I was 7?
Oh my
Working.
God. Where? The mills?
Grinding. You know what I'm saying?
What were you doing?
Honestly, I was like in crack houses. You know what I'm saying? Surviving.
Cooking?
I wasn't cooking. I was ducking and dodging violence, bro. So shout out to me for surviving.
Wow, you're a survivor.
I am. People think I'm joking. Crack houses, bro. Happy Meals on Sundays. Harold's Chicken on Sundays.
I didn't have those in New Jersey.
They didn't. Ducking and dodging the crackhead across the street who would steal our water and leave it on and flood our yard.
Damn.
Yeah, she had them, her titties looked like this. She would come across there butt naked, and her titties were thin and flat, like they used to be big, but she smoked them off.
Oh.
And then they would just hang like this. And she would harass us kids, and I didn't like it at all. Imagine being a kid who's 10 years old, and you got a crackhead asking you to do things for money. That's where I grew up.
I mean, I did see some old dudes naked sometimes in the
church,
at the locker room, at the YMCA, and at the JCC. Like, because those old guys, they don't give a shit, dude. They're just naked in the locker room, and as a kid, you're like, I'm not supposed to do that, am I? I don't think I'm supposed to see that. Like,
why are they changing in front of you
Well, it's like the communal locker rooms
at church.
No, dude, I said at the YMCA, at the JCC.
The JCC? What is that? Like the Jewish Rec League?
Community Center.
The Jewish Community Center.
Yeah, same. It's like the YMCA. They're the same thing.
Were others allowed in the JCC?
Yeah.
Like if black folks go in the JCC?
Yeah.
Were they looked at weird?
I mean, if you were naked, maybe just like walking around the gym.
Well, Larry Moses Bryant was the champion at the JCC Rec League.
He was.
And at the All, I know it was All City Mosque League.
You were.
So like Islam.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Inshallah.
Shabbat
Go check out Larry Moses Bryant, The Crossover. If you guys haven't seen that, that is, I think, honestly, some of Lamorne's best work.
Yeah, I should have won an Emmy for that.
He actually should have won an Emmy for that.
Larry Moses Bryant. Shout out to Kyle and Dom.
We're going to put the link in the bio.
Deserve Emmys for writing it.
Larry, would you like to address your recent feature in DeuxMoi?
And DeuxMoi.
I'll ask that again. DeuxMoi. I got a question for you, Larry. Would you like to address your recent feature in DeuxMoi? Okay, Doom? Oh, like Deus Ex Machina. DeuxMoi. For those of you who don't know, it was a feature on best kissers. Is that right? And Lamorne was one of the people in that.
That's crazy. I mean, I have been accused of being a great kisser.
Who's spilling the beans?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it could be an ex who thought it was funny. Who's like a follower of DeuxMoi. Obviously, a lot of people follow DeuxMoi, so I can't really tell account. Who. But it could be an ex. I have a lot of funny exes. I won't say a lot, but I have exes who are comedic.
Okay.
And our relationship was, we would make fun of each other, and then, so it could be
a bit.
It could be a bit they could be doing. You know what I mean? I've gone on some first dates where I've made out.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
How do you feel about the first date make out, and then finish addressing it?
I feel pretty good about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a sex on the first night kind of guy, but a make out is pretty interesting. It's good. It's a good signal to say, hey, I want to see you again, because once I make out with them,
Clearly it's a wrap.
They're basically pregnant at that point.
I mean, look, this is featuring DeuxMoi.
Well, you know what's so funny about all this? It could just be a New Girl fan who's trolling.
Yeah.
It legit could be Dom or somebody. It could have been Sam.
Yeah. She's the only one who knows about DeuxMoi. I don't even know what that was until I saw the article. Until she sent it to us.
DeuxMoi is legit. It's too legit.
Hola, everyone. One of the big money mistakes I've made growing up was I spent a lot of money on Beanie Babies, which are now in a box under my bed at my parents' house. And if I had Acorns Early, that probably would not have happened, because Acorns Early is a smart money app and debit card for kids that helps them learn the value of money. Acorns Early's Chores Tracker helps kids learn the value of $1. You just set up the chores in the app, set a payment amount, and tick the chore off when it's done. Acorns Early lets parents pay allowances automatically. So no more rummaging around for cash. Automatically send a weekly allowance to your kid's account with just a few taps. And best part is kids can spend what they earn with their very own debit card. They'll love this new sense of independence and getting to choose from 35 plus customizable card designs. Grow your kids' money skills with bite-sized financial lessons. The Acorns Early app has tons of fun, interactive courses that helps kids learn about all things money. Head to acornsearly.com/lamorningafter or download the Acorns Early app to help your kids grow their money skills today. Acorns Early Card is issued by the Community Federal Savings Bank, member FDIC, pursuant to license by MasterCard International. TNCs apply. Monthly subscription fee starting from $5 per month unless canceled.
Let me ask you a question. You have to replace one U.S. president with a character from New Girl. Who is getting sworn in, and how fast does America collapse?
I mean, well, Fawn Moscato ran for mayor.
She was the mayor.
So she was the mayor. So she's a politician.
Yeah.
But honestly, I really like to see Winston be the president. I feel like
Be the best
I
choice.
don't think we'd collapse, to be completely honest.
Best choice. You know why? Because he's the most genuine.
That's what I'm saying. I think we'd thrive.
But the problem is, I think he would get into weird antics.
Yeah, for sure.
With different government bodies.
And the wrists or the hands. Like, you got to sign a ton of executive orders.
And he's
like, I don't know if he could do it.
Well, he's got shrimp fork hands.
That'd be tough.
That'd be tough. And then he'd have to take a break every month because he gets this hardcore like menstrual cycle situation.
That's true. Who's your VP?
Who's my VP?
Who would be Winston's VP? Maybe Coach?
Ferguson.
Ferguson. Duh.
Ferguson.
First animal VP in American history?
Yeah, because honestly, he's the one who coaches Winston through some of his decisions.
Yeah.
You know him really well. They shower together. You know
someone well when you shower.
Intimately when you shower together. He washes my back. I wash his. Because cat paws, it's hard for them to get. You know what I'm saying?
You know who'd be a very stoic VP for you?
Who?
Is his name Tran?
Oh, yeah.
Tran would be that's his name, right?
Yeah, Tran means business.
He would be a very stoic VP because you send him into meetings with other world like VPs,
Mm-hmm.
they would get bodied because they wouldn't know what he.
Because he'd just be like this. You know, all right.
Yeah, we crumble. We'll pay you whatever you want.
Yeah. All right. We'll drop our tariffs.
Yeah, I like that. I like Winston, and then I like Tran as the VP.
Okay, I agree with you. Because Nick Miller, the world would collapse. The city would collapse.
The planet, he would accidentally nuke us.
Yeah. Jess is probably the smartest, but I think the most naive. And so others, different government bodies would get over on her. While she's trying to make money for the city, different cities will like trick her into being, she's easily tricked.
Yeah, and she'd be so organized that her cabinet would quit on her. Schmidt
He'd
get too Hollywood very quick.
Yeah, he's a marketing guy. No, I'm
he might run against you.
Winston. Winston's too sincere. He's sincere. And
yeah,
he's really for the people. Schmidt's just trying to come out with a cologne line, a fragrance line.
What is your toxic trait that you've decided to just lean into?
My toxic trait?
I don't even feel like I have any toxic traits.
Men don't have toxic traits.
Yeah. Or maybe I just can't see it.
No, you don't have one.
Thank you.
I'd say the same about you. They want you to believe you have one, but you don't have one.
Yeah. Sam trying to pin us against each other.
That's right. I think I have my toxic trait is that I'm too chivalrous.
I could see that. But that's not even, it's not like a toxic trait for others. It's a toxic trait to yourself.
Yeah,
right?
Because sometimes I want to get in the car first.
Yeah.
And I feel bad about it that I got to go walk all the way across and open your door.
That's true.
As if you don't, and I'm treating you like you don't have hands.
That's crazy. Yeah, we're not.
She's a woman. She's not capable of holding this heavy door. So I'll do it. And then she'll, you know what I'm saying? And then like next thing you know, I'm toxic. Damn. And I don't like to be toxic.
Yeah, and then a DeuxMoi fucking feature comes out.
That's right.
More is toxic, doesn't hold door open for women.
I know. So it's hard, you know what I mean? Being such a chivalrous individual. Being a gentleman, that's probably my second most toxic trait.
Yeah, I can't. I'm trying to self-reflect. I really am. Like, maybe I'm just too kind. I only got green flags, bruh.
I'm going to change mine. I like to pick on people sometimes as a joke, as a bit.
With your friends though?
With my friends.
Yeah,
but sometimes
that's not.
I know, but some
Friends
people
riff
are
on each other.
sensitive. But some people are more sensitive than the others. I have friends who
For
pick on me
sure.
back. They have thick skin. Sam doesn't.
Yeah.
Sam, when I pick on her, she calls it bullying.
Yeah. Bullying.
I'll
in
be
the
like, Sam, I bet
workplace.
you won't. She'll go, I don't feel safe.
That's not even
And
a
I go,
thing.
oh, sorry, Sam.
Yeah.
Anti-bullying, no bullying. Calling Rosario Dawson. We're gonna start a movement.
No bullying, cuz.
I'm like, damn, Sam. I was joking.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe like when something ends, like when a fling kind of ends, I guess I'm not the best at like ending those. But is anyone good at ending? Like
Derek Jeter was. I mean, he used to leave.
Yeah,
he used to
but
leave him with gift bags.
I don't have
Like
a
merch.
Like I don't have anything to put in a gift bag.
Yeah, leave him with a Lamorne After hoodie and a hat. Sign it. Sign one of these cards.
Which you can get right now at themorningafter.com. If you haven't gotten your hoodie, you haven't got your hat, what are you doing,
I
dude?
don't know. Probably just getting pregnant somewhere.
Yeah.
Probably getting
Seriously,
pregnant somewhere
they're
and
so
having kids.
soft.
Mine would be lack of commitment to the game of basketball.
Okay, this is a crazy one. If you had to ride an animal into battle,
I've done that.
which animal would you pick and why?
Like I've always said, I would pick a unicorn.
Yo, what?
They're majestic. They're magical.
Real animal.
And it's on my side.
Yeah, like it's you and him
Dude,
going into battle.
Dude, I know what you'd pick, a fucking orca whale. But I would pick
Well,
a
not
gorilla.
if it's a land battle. I can't
I'd pick a gorilla.
Orca. Oh, gorilla?
Yeah. You know what I would do? You know how like you know how like when you're like a mom or a dad, like your baby's, you put the baby on the backpack and the baby's just hanging out right there.
Yeah.
I would get one of those backpacks and I'd be on the back of the gorilla like this. So the gorilla take the front, take the back, and you're just saying, I got the Nighthawk 1911, just two of them going pow, 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 pow. Get the Tavor from the back, triple action, boom, the buckshots on them, boom. You know what I'm saying? Hit him with the bird shot too to mess the face up, blind them a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And then get the slugs in them, boom, boom, boom. I'd hit him hard, and the gorilla. Meanwhile, the gorilla killing off 100 people at the same time. We back to back.
Lethal weapon.
Yeah, a gorilla.
A gorilla would be great. I like a bear. A bear would be a crazy one because this is a big debate: who wins in a fight, a gorilla or a bear?
Oh, I could tell you it's a gorilla.
Really?
You know how I know?
How?
Because a bear you can distract it with a jar of honey.
No, bro. We're talking about a fight.
Yeah, a bear's on the fight. He see a jar of honey, he can go for the honey.
Okay, so what happens if a gorilla sees a banana?
Monkeys eat bananas.
You don't.
Not gorillas.
I've seen videos of gorillas eating bananas.
No, that's not true.
What? Yeah, I've seen it.
That's not true. They pop it like this. They pop it and they.
I've also seen a gorilla poop in his hand and eat it.
I've seen that too.
That's
protein.
So hopefully he doesn't do that when you're on the back of him.
Yeah, because we want to stay away from him.
That's crazy. I think I might pick a bear. I feel like a rhino could be a crazy one.
Yeah, but a rhino can't attack.
Yeah, it can with his horn.
Just the horn. You can get out of the way. A gorilla got arms.
Dude, it could run you. It could stampede you.
Yeah, but you jump out of the way. It ain't limber. A gorilla will jump on a rhino, rip his horn off, shove it up his ass. Rip that shit off. Then blow in the horn. Inflate the rhino, pop his belly, innards come out. I'm skilled, I'm gifted in battle.
Okay.
I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing.
I think I would pick in a sea battle, obviously, orca. Not even a question.
Mm-hmm.
But in land, I'm going to go with a bear.
You're going to go with the
bear?
I
want a bear on my side because when they stand up, they're like 10, 12 feet tall, I think. And they have basically knives. They have like 20 knives on them, not including their bite, which is crazy. Gorilla really has his bite, but I don't think it is equal to a bear's bite in terms of strength, in terms of PSI that it's, biting down with the force. And then he don't really have claws, but he does have strength.
But a gorilla is tactical. A bear just attacks. A gorilla will set you up. A gorilla can jump up a tree, swing from stuff. It can move. It's agile.
Wait, I gotta ask this because the entire internet is debating this right now.
Yeah.
Who wins in a fight between a gorilla and 100 men?
Remember what I just said?
Oh, 100 men.
I'm on the back of the gorilla, and the gorilla can go kill 100 men. I think a gorilla would kill. No, I think 100
guys.
I think 100 men. It depends on the man.
With no weapons, right?
To 100 unarmed men versus one
gorilla fucking them up. I'm sorry.
My God.
A gorilla's winning that.
Yeah,
because no one's gonna want to jump on unless people sacrifice themselves.
Yeah.
Now, you all jump on him at the same time. The first few that's around him are going to die.
Oh, for sure. You're dead.
But once you get them pinned down with 100 bodies, now you got to have somebody that's going to like, with your bare, you got to either suffocate them,
rear naked choke him.
rear naked choke them, because you can't like, you're not going to like beat them to death.
Yeah, that take a long time, I feel like.
Yeah.
I'm going with the gorilla, man.
I'm going to go with the gorilla on that one. I don't want anybody to try that because I don't want any gorillas harmed in this process. Because who am I going to go to battle with? What's one hill you die on that everyone else disagrees with?
One hill I die on that most people disagree with.
Yeah.
That I am one of the most gifted athletes of our time.
You're not going to die on that hill. Because right now, like if I say let's go outside and play one-on-one, 3 games, I can guarantee you I beat you in one of them.
No, I think you're misunderstanding what I'm saying. I'm saying most gifted athlete of all time.
Meaning you got a lot of presents at your bar mitzvah?
So, no, you can throw me in any sport and I will be very good at it.
Well, no.
I don't think there's a sport that I'm not decent at, like at the very least.
Hockey.
Yeah, I can skate. Can you?
Can I skate?
Yeah.
I didn't say field hockey or ice hockey. I just said
field hockey even better.
Field hockey.
I played roller hockey growing up too. So I got you covered. Ice or land? Which
okay. Let's see. Bowling.
Yeah, you see me bowl. I'm pretty good.
No, you're not amongst the best.
I'm not saying I'm the best. I'm saying
no. You're saying you know how to play every sport.
Yes. No. Not play. That I'm good at any sport.
Good at bowling is you're bowling 200s and up every time.
No, not.
You've never got 200.
Charles Barkley, who's a Hall of Fame basketball player, can barely swing a golf club. Right?
Yeah. So I wouldn't consider him good at it.
But you would say he's a better athlete than me.
Charles Barkley?
Yeah.
Not currently.
I'm saying Charles Barkley, you would say is a better athlete than me.
Yes, because in his lifetime, he's excelled so much at one that he was considered one of the greatest in the world.
At one particular sport.
Yeah, but you haven't been considered the greatest in anything, nowhere near the amateur.
That's why it's a hill I'm willing to die on. Because I can swing a golf club.
I got news for you.
I don't know if Charles Barkley can ice skate or roller skate. I've never seen him play soccer. Could he even kick a ball? I don't know.
You don't know.
I'm going on seeing a lot of athletes try to cross over where they can't even like swing a baseball bat either, which is crazy to me. So you're like one of the best, in your field. What's the hill you're dying on for what?
What's the hill that I'm dying on? I don't think most people disagree with me on this. It's hard to tell. I was just saying that LeBron James is the GOAT.
I think a lot of people would disagree with you on that one.
But do you believe LeBron James is the GOAT?
I think I'm trying to think of how many like basketball fans would you say are in the world? Like fans of basketball. How many millions and millions of it? Like,
I would say 3 billion.
3 billion?
8 billion people on planet Earth. That's say 3 billion are basketball fans.
3 billion?
Maybe 2 billion.
Okay, I'm going to be a bit more conservative. I'm going to go under that. So let's just say it's like an even 1 billion.
Mm-hmm.
I think probably 600 million to 400 million would disagree with you.
They would say Michael Jordan's the GOAT?
I think so.
Or you're forgetting about the Kobe fans. You're forgetting about the OG.
I think those are included. Why I think it's more like 60-40 because they would be against you on that.
What do you say?
I tend to lean towards LeBron.
Right.
So I think I'd be in the 40, but I know there's a lot of people who would not agree with you.
Right. So that's the hill I'm willing to die on.
Yeah, I think you're right on that.
That's the hill I'm willing to die on because no one, I tend to agree that no one, and you would agree to this as well, that no one knows basketball quite like me. Yeah. So when I say LeBron James is the greatest, I'm okay with saying that. I'm okay with saying that. And I have my reasons why, but we're not going to get into it right now. But
guys, if you're going to listen to anyone, you listen to us. We are sponsored golf athletes.
That's right. Go to my Substack. Okay? Go to my Substack. I'll tell you all about the GOAT conversation.
What is your opening line on a dating app? If you're willing to share this, what is my gold information with us?
What is my opening line on a dating app?
Yeah, like you match with someone. It's like most of the time the guy always has to send the first line because like girls don't really do this. I'm sorry, it's just those are the facts. What's that opening line?
Hey, hey.
Yeah. Damn, that's so close. I just go, sup.
Yeah. I always say,
and
hey,
that works.
And you know why I say hey, hey? My bio on Raya says I offer no cool opening lines.
Oh yeah.
Ladies,
that's
let me
nice.
explain something to you. If there's
That's
a
nice.
guy who's giving you a cool opening line,
Yeah.
run away from him. He's a schemer and he's got games up his sleeve. You don't want to date him. You want to date a magician who's going to pull rabbits out of you and you didn't know you had a rabbit inside of you? That's weird.
No,
That's
I
weird.
would not date a magician, honestly.
That's right. I mean, if I showed up to a date and the woman had a top hat on and a cane, I'm out.
So fast.
Or she's just pulling out scarves. I drop my napkin. She's like, "Don't worry, I've got a few. I'm out."
Or like you need to sign the check and she just pulls a pen out of her nose.
Yeah, I don't want that. You're going to tip the valet. She's got a quarter from behind your ear. I'm like, you need more than a quarter. You cheap bitch.
No. Hey, do not date magicians, guys. If you learn anything from us, the #1 science podcast on the internet, do not date magicians.
And shout out to all the magician friends out there. Sorry, but you're going to be lonely because we don't trust you.
I'm also receptive to just being sent sup.
Yeah.
So,
You know, I'm okay. I mean, the younger version of me liked more explicit things, but now I'm just like, let's have a conversation. Hey, what's up with you? Oh, yeah, man. I'm here right now. I'm in Mallorca, just chilling. You know what I'm saying?
How's Friday afternoon treating you?
I mean,
You know,
like,
it's a nice question, like a nice.
Yeah, it'd be better if
thing
I
to
was
ask.
sitting on your chest. I'd be like, oh, okay, thanks. Lady.
Oh wow, to the point, direct.
They get direct on Raya.
Whoa.
It's crazy. I say good morning. They say, you want eggs for breakfast? I say, whoa. I was like, slow down. I like my protein shakes for breakfast.
Hey.
I'm trying to cut weight.
So yeah, guys, if you want to try that out, try it out. Hit them with a hey, hit them with a sup. Also, women, sorry.
Explain it to them, please, Kyle.
Here's a misconception.
Explain to these women, please, Kyle.
Sometimes we want you guys to message us first.
Yeah.
You know?
There's a sure bet there. Like,
Yeah, because then I go, okay, this wasn't just like an accidental swipe right. We end up matching like 3 days later. You didn't realize, and now I got to figure out what's the deal here.
just a dude.
And then I got to come up with a line.
I got to figure out her address to show up to her house.
Like, I don't want to do all that.
It's too much.
So just hit me with a line first, and then we're in.
Yeah. Just do that.
It's so easy. Like, I feel like we're making this too complicated.
Thank you, Kyle.
This really gets me upset.
Thank you
man.
for explaining that to them, man. Because they don't, sometimes they need us to break it down for them.
And I don't want to mansplain. I really don't.
You don't. You shouldn't. But sometimes it's not mansplaining. Sometimes it's just God doing work.
Sometimes
Through
it's
you.
just explaining.
Yeah. What is something a person could do on a first date that would make you get up and leave?
Like, take a call from their ex would be crazy. During a first date, if they're like their phone rings, they go, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. This is my ex. I have to take this."
Oh,
I'd be like, "Take it. When you come back, I won't be here
oh yeah.
because I'm out."
For me, when she says like, "Oh, I have kids," and then I'm like, "Oh, that's perfect. That's kids." I'm like, "Oh yeah, kids." I'm like, "Where are they right now?" And then she's like, "In the car."
Oh, jeez.
That would be like, "Wait, hold on."
And she didn't even live the windows down for them?
I'm like, you are clearly a irresponsible parent. I don't want no part of this. And go get your kids. Go roll the window down. I'm gonna leave.
That's a good one. Oh, I got another. If she were to say, so I just got out of prison. That would be a crazy one. Hasn't happened to me yet, but I would have to I'd have to hear the reason on why you're in prison.
Yeah.
Because I think I could overlook some things.
Yeah. But like murdering
not
your
other
husband,
things.
murdering your ex-husband, that's something I can't get.
Yeah, no, that one I'm out.
Or your boyfriend or something.
That
like
one I'm definitely out.
Yeah. Or if she were like, Michael Jordan's the GOAT, I'd be like, I don't want to deal with this. I'd get up and leave.
Yeah, I could see that.
Or if she was like,
mad.
I hate basketball.
Ooh.
Because then it's going to be a lot of
never
me
dated
having
anyone who's like not really into sports before?
No, I've dated people that were not really into sports, but they are very much so open to to me going to watch.
Gotcha. Yeah, I see.
Because during basketball season, a lot of my time is spent watching basketball or going to games.
Or if she talks the whole time and she doesn't let me get like in on any of the conversation and she don't realize she's talking the entire time. That's definitely that. I'm out on that one. I mean, I won't leave the date mid-date. I'll give you the courtesy of like staying on the whole date, and I'll probably even pay for it.
You probably even pay for it. I'm gonna leave this here.
Yeah,
you go. I'm gonna go. And you leave her $10 short of the bill. I was on a date once, and maybe 3 different old dudes came by and said hi. They were also,
knew her?
They knew her. And they
Oh,
weren't
that's
working at the
weird.
restaurant.
That's crazy.
They're like, hey, she's like, oh my God, hey, how are you? He's like, good to see you. And they would look at me and then look back at her and they keep walking.
Why they
And
know her?
another dude was like, from across the restaurant was like this. And she was like,
Okay, I'm trying to hypothesize this.
I
So,
don't like that.
one, she works at an old person's home.
could be retirement community she works at.
Yeah. She's like a
Administrators.
nurse, maybe,
Yeah,
or like
or-
a caretaker.
Yeah, or administrator.
Yeah.
But they weren't old. They weren't retired old. Well, I mean, they retired old, but they weren't like,
They
they're
weren't
still
in a
out.
home old. Yeah,
No, they're
still
like out
out.
and about, active. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so maybe I'll take
Rich.
that one off the table.
Looked very rich.
Two,
Lots of money.
she's a prostitute.
Could be. I don't judge. I don't judge. Dated those on accident.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with option one. I think she works at an old person home.
Old person home.
She just knows a bunch of old people.
Yeah, I want to be optimistic for them and for her and just say, yeah, that's what it was. She
That's
worked at
fair.
an old person's home, but they weren't old enough to be in a home. So I'm gonna go ahead and say she was a sugar baby.
Oh, those were sugar daddies.
Yeah, people that kind of take care of her.
So then the old guys were looking at you, being like, "Oh, he's not
Yeah,
like
yeah,
us.
Yeah, he's young.
You not like us. He's young."
I was in my late 20s, and I at the time I didn't understand what was happening because I wasn't hip to what sugar baby was at that time. I was like, that's weird. Why she know all the elderly? She know all the elderly in here.
Yeah, maybe
these
she's-
that smell like cool water cologne.
Maybe she just spends her time at the park playing chess with them. I don't know.
It's quite possible.
If you could ask any celebrity, alive or dead, a question and they had to answer truthfully, what would it be?
Any celebrity, live or dead,
You get to ask them one question and they have to answer truthfully.
I'd ask Tupac, who shot you?
Damn, that's what you're going to use with your one question. You want to know that one?
I mean, I really do. But
Don't we know who shot Tupac?
I don't think it's ever come out. They say it's Keefe D. They say somebody named Keefe D did it or
I
something
thought
like
someone like admitted to that.
that. People be admitting to stuff all the time.
That's true.
They get paid to admit. They're like, I'm in jail already. What the fuck? Yeah, I did it. How much money you gonna give my family? You know. So it's either who shot you, Tupac,
Who shot you?
or it's I'd go to Abraham Lincoln and be like, do you really want to free these motherfuckers? They be like, be honest. Because I'm trying to take this statue down real quick, and I'm just want to know for sure.
Wait, you're going to take Abraham Lincoln down?
No, I'm just saying, if I asked him live or dead, and he was like, hell no, I didn't want to free these motherfuckers. I'd be like, fuck you, dude.
That's
Then
fair.
I'm gonna take it down. But if he was like, yeah, I did, there was some political reasons too, but that also is not right. I'd be like, okay, thank you.
That was a crazy statue seeing his live
That dude was
in what it's
huge.
huge.
It was
Like,
life-
if
it
you've
was
never
life
been to
size.
DC, yeah, it's crazy.
Those actual size.
Yep.
Yeah.
13 feet 4 inches.
Because they were giants back then. People don't realize that the presidents back then, they were all giants.
I believe that.
Yeah. No, you know what? I already know. I changed my answer.
What, change it? Oh, yeah.
I changed my answer. This one right here has this
Haunted
like
you?
otherworldly implications.
Okay.
Hey, Jesus,
Mm.
God really your daddy?
Oh, wow. Wow.
That would change the face of, that would change everything.
So you're traveling really far back
I'm
to
going
ask
back.
that question.
Yeah, I'm going,
yeah,
hey, God your daddy for real?
yeah, that's true.
Depending on the answer, that could either strengthen people's faith or cause the world to collapse.
Yeah, but then what are you doing with that power if you know the real answer? If the
I
real
just-
answer is not what we think it is.
Just living my life still.
Okay.
Because I don't worry about the past. It's like,
You
what
don't
are
wanna
we,
hurt
where are
other
we right
people.
now?
You don't want to hurt other people.
Well, because here's the thing about, I would have messages for the extremists out there for sure. I would
Mhm.
have problems and words for the extremists. But religion, I think Christianity and all faiths serve great purposes in people's lives,
Mm.
especially on the morality side. You know, growing up Christian, I think it definitely affected the way I treat people.
Mhm.
The respect you have for people, your neighbor, all those things, the love you have for people. I think that's very important.
Gotcha.
I think most religions teach that.
Yeah.
But then you have your extremists that are like, will kill you for it. And then I'm like,
yeah,
well,
you're
hold
going to
on.
have to go into protective custody.
And I'm like, hold on, bro. I got news for you. I spoke to Jesus. He was like, nah, it ain't my daddy.
Yeah.
My uncle.
That'd be crazy.
Got
Listen
my
here,
uncle.
nephew. I
Yeah.
want to ask the gentleman that started Dick's Sporting Goods if he did that just to mess with us by naming it Dick's Sporting Goods. I think
Okay.
it's very valuable use of my time.
Hmm.
Let's play our game.
Let's play our game.
So we got a game today, folks, for you called The Force or the source.
Oh shit.
These are quotes from Star Wars movies or The Matrix, and we have to figure out which one they're from. Now,
This ain't fair.
I know, Lamorne,
ain't
you've
fair.
never seen Star Wars.
This ain't
I love Star Wars. So I'm really going to look like a fool here if I don't get it. But you also love The Matrix.
I love The Matrix.
So if you don't know if it's not from The Matrix, then we're both going to look bad here because The Matrix is your favorite movie.
Favorite movie of all time. So I know. I'm looking at them now. I know which ones are Matrix quotes, but some of them I'm like, ooh, I'm on the
they're
fence.
close. All right, so let's go. Let's start with the first one.
Everything that has a beginning has an end.
I believe that's Matrix. That feels like Morpheus, or it feels like the what's her name? The Oracle. Everything that has a beginning has an end. Does anyone in Star Wars say that?
Because it doesn't feel like the Matrix. I don't, because the Matrix is about.
It has a beginning, has an end. Is that Obi-Wan?
It doesn't feel like the Matrix to me, but I'm gonna go ahead and say.
I
the
think that's
Matrix.
Agent Smith who says that line. Actually, everything that has a beginning has an end. To Neo.
I'm gonna agree only because you've also seen Star Wars.
Yeah, I could be wrong, but I think that's Agent Smith to Neo.
It doesn't. Here's the thing. It doesn't feel like a Matrix quote.
All right. What is it, Josh?
That is from the Oracle in the Matrix Revolutions.
Oh, the Revolution.
I was wrong about who said it, but I did say Oracle at
You
one
said the
point.
Oracle. I
Yeah.
think so at the first.
Okay.
When she was talking with Neo in her little home.
Yeah.
Her strange house with kids and lobbies. It was weird.
Okay. So we did get the first one right with Matrix.
Yeah.
Your focus determines your reality. That is Star Wars. And if we want to get really nerdy, I believe that's Qui-Gon Jinn.
Morn, you want to challenge that?
I've never seen Star Wars.
He's never seen Star Wars. You just go with me
I'm
on
just
this
gonna
one,
say
Chris.
yeah. I mean, if Kyle
Alright.
says yes, I'm gonna say yes.
That was said by Qui-Gon Jinn.
Let's
Just after this.
go. I know my shit. What's the next line?
To deny our own impulses is to deny the very thing that makes us human. Matrix.
Yeah, 100%. But that's Agent Smith, right? Or is that
That's
Morpheus?
No, that's not APOC or Switch. That's was talking about the steak, right? Yeah.
Cypher?
Cypher. I think that's Cypher.
Oh, is this when he has them when he's not plugged in and they're all plugged in?
You're right about it being the Matrix, but that is Mouse from the Matrix.
Oh, Mouse.
That's
I always
mine.
forget about Mouse.
Yeah, very forgettable. No, he's not.
Um,
That's great.
Okay, next line. So we're still 3-0 right now. You must unlearn what you have learned.
Well, the Matrix.
I think that is Matrix, right?
Yeah.
Is that Morpheus
I
to
think it's
Neo
Morpheus to
or
Neo.
or Trinity to Neo? I think it sounds like Morpheus.
It sounds like Morpheus when they were doing the training simulation.
Yeah.
Or
Oh,
no,
wait,
is
is
it,
this
it-
Star
no,
Wars?
I don't know if it's Morpheus, but it is
You
the
must
Matrix.
unlearn what you have learned. Is this Star Wars? Oh my God, I may need to call a friend and call Kyle Newman. How sure are you that this is Matrix?
I'm 70-30.
Oh my God, you must.
Because there is a scene in which remember he's born again and he can't do anything.
Yeah. All right, should we risk it? Or do I call Kyle? I think this is Matrix. I think you're right.
I think
I'm
it's
going to go with
Matrix.
you. Let's go Matrix.
This is a quote from Yoda in The Empire Strikes Back.
Fuck, is this him talking to Luke in the Dagobah system?
That's right, yeah.
On Dagobah.
How did you not know
Damn
that,
it.
Kyle? I'm trusting you. You guys Star Wars.
Dude, you
behind-
said 70% you were sure.
70. I didn't
That's
say
a lot of
100%.
percent.
I didn't say 100.
Fuck, I knew I should have called Kyle. I still have my phone a friend. If we thinks, I'm going to call him.
We can't phone a friend because they have the internet.
No,
I can
I'm going to
cheat.
tell him no internet. Okay, next one. Read the next one. Fuck, so we're 3-1 right now.
Everything that has transpired has done so according to my design.
That sounds very Matrixy. But I'm like, fuck, is this the Emperor?
I think that's the French guy in the Matrix.
Oh, that French
The
guy.
Carolingian,
yes.
the mayor. What's his name? The something.
Merovingi.
Merovingian.
Merovingi, no?
Merovingi.
The
Merovingi?
Merovingian?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I
the
think
name of
that's
the
it.
character. That's
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Merovingian. I feel like that was,
Everything that has transpired has done so according to my design.
No, it's the architect.
Oh yeah, design. It would have to be the architect, right?
Yeah, the Matrix.
Matrix, architect.
That is Emperor Palpatine. from
Fuck, I
Return of the
said
Jedi.
Emperor Palpatine too, dude.
What the fuck?
I literally said the Emperor. Which Star Wars is that?
Jedi. Return of the Jedi.
Fuck.
God damn, man.
Fuck, I
gotta-
knew it. I literally rolled the tape back. I said I think that's the Emperor.
Fuck, is this the Emperor?
I gotta go back and watch
Oh my
all
God.
the Matrixes. There's only been one good one. What do you want me to do?
Train yourself to let go of everything you fear to lose. God damn, this sounds like Morpheus, I'm not gonna lie. But now I don't even know. Now I'm shook. Damn, no, this might be Yoda. We're all here to do it. Oh wait,
I'm gonna go with Matrix.
train yourself to let go. No, wait, no, because Yoda would say this backwards.
Well, why didn't Yoda say you must? Why did Yoda say
Unlearn what you have learned.
you must unlearn what you have learned? Doesn't he speak in
You
riddles?
must
Unlearn you must everything to thou.
train yourself to let go of everything you fear to lose. Because here's the thing: if this was said to Anakin, I think this is Yoda. I actually think this is Yoda. Now that I think about it, I think this is Yoda.
I'm gonna say Morpheus
Because this is when Anakin is fearful that he might lose Padme.
this is either Morpheus or this is Trinity.
This is Yoda.
That was from Yoda in Revenge of the Sith.
Yes, I knew it.
You know what I hate about this game so far? They're all. How are you gonna? It's called The Lamorning After, and you know I haven't seen Star Wars.
The Matrix is your
90%,
favorite movie, though.
But 90% of these quotes are from Star Wars.
No, I think it's been pretty split so far.
What are you talking about? It has not been split. We said 2 Matrix quotes.
It's been 4-2 Star Wars so far.
4-2.
So the rest are Matrix quotes. Thank you.
We're all here to do what we're all here to do.
Matrix.
But who says that?
That is Cypher.
We're all here to do what we have to do, Trinity, right? Is that what he says?
I believe so.
Cypher to Trinity.
That one is the Merovingian, but it is Matrix.
Ah, fuck.
Damn, I gotta rewatch this shit.
We are not bound by fate. We are shaped by it.
That's the Matrix.
I'm trying to figure out who said it, though.
It sounds like Morpheus to me.
I like Morpheus. I'll go with you on
Not bound
Morpheus.
by fate, to shaped by it. But the Oracle said some wild shit. And it's hard because he's not necessarily using the first Matrix. We're using Matrix Reloaded in Revolutions and shit. And I'm like, oh my, well, those weren't the best Matrixes. I said
know.
The Matrix is my favorite movie. These are all quotes that are not from the first one. But I'm gonna go.
But they're also not all from the only one Star Wars. Like I've had to know all of them. I'm
But
so
you've seen
mad
them
I
all.
got the I'm
and you're
so
obsessed with them all.
Yeah,
agree.
okay,
The
so
Matrix is my
Morpheus?
one. I'm gonna say Morpheus.
Morpheus.
This one's just made up.
Just who?
Sam made it up.
Oh, this one's made up. You little rascal, Sam. You rascal.
So 3 Matrix quotes.
4-3, and then 1 made up by Sam.
Honestly, I thought you would get all of them, Lauren, so I was kind of.
No, I said The Matrix is my favorite movie. None of these quotes are from The Matrix. Just let this sink in for a second. Let this sink in for a second.
You're focused.
The Matrix is the name of a movie. None of the quotes are from that movie.
One of them is. And you should watch Reloaded again. It holds up. I think it's a good movie.
Which one is from the first Matrix?
To deny your own impulses is to deny the very thing that makes us human.
Who said that again?
That was Mouse in the
Oh, yeah,
Mouse,
Matrix, yeah.
Mouse. Everyone would be forgetting
One
about Mouse.
fucking-
Well, I mean, we've talked about doing the live stream for you to watch Star Wars since you've never seen one. We're not going to be able to do it on Star Wars Day because we're both going to be out of town. But I would like to do that live stream if you're down.
You know what I hate about what Sam made up? The quote in Matrix is, "Do you believe in fate, Neo?" And then so she puts one that we're not bound by fate.
It was close. We were close. It
fucking
really
close.
did sound a lot like a Morpheus line. I'm not going to lie. That was well done, Sam. Well done. You tricked us on that
I
one.
should have looked this up before.
So
I know I don't look at them. I
Star
intentionally
Wars,
don't look at them.
Star Wars live stream. How do you feel about that?
I want to do a Star Wars live stream.
Yeah,
I do. And it's going to be an all-day thing where we just live stream the whole day.
like a watch party.
You know, what's the guy Speed and all those guys who just stream all day and like
Yeah,
Kai
Yeah.
I want to do something like that where I just sit in this room, Star Wars is there, and it's streaming all
Yeah.
day.
I think we should do 1 through 6, like
Yeah.
the real Star Wars is. Okay,
Yeah.
I think we should do 1 through 6 and do a live stream.
I'm totally down.
Guys, comment below if we should do a live stream. Would you watch with us? Tune in.
And let us know who we should invite. I want to invite one person
Yeah.
person to come and sit with us.
That'd be
A
dope.
Star Wars fan, maybe Kyle.
Yeah, maybe Kyle.
Or maybe someone who was in Star Wars.
That'd be dope. That'd be fire. Hayden
Yeah.
Christensen, please come.
Yeah.
Guys, this has been another great episode of The Morning After. We love you guys. Thank you so much for listening. Please remember to like, subscribe, comment below. We will see you guys next week with a brand new episode.
Yes, we will.
That was a HeadGum podcast.